Hi, I'm Jeremy, founder of LaunchPOD. We hear the questions, our team finds the answers, and today we're answering this one. How much does an office pod actually cost? That's probably one of the first questions we hear when somebody contacts LaunchPOD. And it's a fair question. If you're planning a new office, refurbishing your existing workplace, or simply trying to create more private spaces for your team, you obviously want to know what you need to budget for. At LaunchPOD, our solutions can range from about $6,500 to $30,000 or even $40,000, depending on the product and configuration. But that's where it gets interesting. The final price can change depending on the size, what you need it for, the finishes and features you choose, and even the requirements of your site. The right solution really depends on what you're trying to achieve, and there are a few costs that can sit behind the product that people don't often think about up front. So what actually determines the cost? First, it's about what you need the space for. Are you looking for a single-person phone booth for private calls? A two-person space for meetings? A larger pod for collaboration with your teams? Or perhaps you're looking at acoustic furniture to help manage noise and create more comfortable spaces within an open plan office. The size and configuration will obviously make a big difference. Let's take a really simple example. Say you have a $20,000 budget for a pod. You might think, great, I've got $20,000 to spend on the pod. But that $20,000 might actually need to cover the whole project, not just the product. For example, you might have around 70% going towards the product cost, about 8% towards delivery, maybe another 8% for assembly, and the remaining percentage might cover things like compliance or project-specific costs. So your $20,000 budget could look something like this. And that's something we think is really important to be transparent about. We don't want to give you a product price that looks great on paper, only for you to discover later that there are additional costs involved in getting that pod into your workspace and ready to use. Our team looks at the project as a whole, the product, delivery, installation, and any practical requirements around your site, so you've got a much clearer picture of what your actual investment is likely to be. And you don't necessarily have to have everything figured out before you speak to us. Maybe you're planning an office move, or you're refurbishing your existing workspace. Or perhaps your open plan office just isn't giving people enough privacy or quiet space to focus. That's actually a good time to talk to us. The earlier our team understands what you're trying to achieve, the more we can help you work through all the different options. So tell us what you're trying to achieve, where you're located, and perhaps give us your floor plan currently. And we'll help work through the options and give you some ideas and perhaps a quote. Remember, if you've got a question about workspaces, the chances are someone else has already asked us the same thing. We'll answer it in the next video.